Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to Akim and Akwath out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one, another edition of the Judgement Report. All right, coming at you on July 3rd, 2024. All right, the hopeful year of Jacob trouble, right? As it is, has been titled, right, by Apostle Dahar earlier this year, right? So, got a couple things here, I've had for a minute, and have had some updates. A lot of time when I see something, I might not necessarily get to it at that time. It might just sit in my saved articles or screenshot roll or something like that. And for these judgment reports, a lot of the time it's better if I do that, especially if it's a current, relatively recent event, like an attack or something like that, because a lot of time those death numbers go up, and when you're reporting on something, you want to make sure you're having the accurate amount of people. You want to make sure. So when you have those saved, sometimes you have to look up new versions. All right, now I had one of these saved from, I believe it was the Hathras crush. All right, and one of the brothers on his community page went ahead and posted about it, and I saw, and Salaki, I don't remember which brother it was, Salaki for that, went ahead and posted, and I saw that the number had climbed, and through that community post from that brother kind of inspired me to, like, all right, time to get to that judgment report then. He also posted about this, which I believe this rose as well, because the one on my phone had, so no, Slovakia. So the Hathras crush I already had. Slovakia, I had this one. Never mind, I had this one. This is the one that the brother posted. Well, he posted about this as well, but this was also posted. The one I had was from AP News. This is from ABC News. This is the one the brother posted, the same source. The one I had from AP News was 2 days ago, and it said female suicide bombers kill at least 18. So this one's now at least 30, so it's been updated. So, Barak the Yahalbash Meow Shai, to that, call all Yahalbash Meow Shai for us getting the updated information, and Barak the Yahalbash Meow Shai, for that. And hey, blessings to that brother for putting that up, because I wouldn't have probably, been able to re-see it. All right. So, also, before we get started, some news. All right. Update. So the brother, all right, the elder, Hawad, all right, let's go and go over here. His last night, he had a giant attack from Esau on his channel, and almost every single one of his backup pages is now gone. This is his current page if you do not have it. All right, this is the elder Hawad right here. He's the brother from out in Raleigh, North Carolina, right here. This brother right here. So Esau did a targeted midnight sweep covert operation on his channel, right? And we should be able to see it right here. Here's the post that's actually up on my phone, so I can go ahead and delete it from my phone. Actually, I'm gonna keep it because I might do a lesson on this. And you can see he posted, "This devil deleted all my backup channels, 9 of them. I only have GMS North Carolina 777 left. Shaking my fucking head." All right, and you see it, That's Esau, man, pulling some bullshit like 9, man. That's a targeted attack they had on this elder brother right here, man. 9? You're gonna move all 9 of his other channels? Because he had a bunch of them. I can't remember the names of all of them, but he had GMS North Carolina 777. The other ones was, oh man, what was it? It had a guy running. Was it walk something? I can't remember the name, man. I knew him for I was subscribed to, probably at least like 4 of them, at least 4 or 5 of them. I didn't know he had 9. That's a lot of backup channels. I thought he only had like 4, right? But something on the go, GMS on the go. That's what it was, on the go. And he had a couple of different versions of on the go, right? He had on the go this one, on the go that. Probably had, on the go 144, something along those lines, or 777, different numbers like that at the end of them, backups, as we tend to do. But yeah, so if those were one of the only if those were the channels you were subscribed to that elder brother from, you might not know where he went. Well, this is his main page right here. Again, GMS North Carolina 777. Go over there and give the brother a subscribe, right? And to make sure, to turn on these bells, are personalized or all, right? Because if you don't do that now, if you really want all that brother's clips to be on your homepage, you can go and hit all. I've done that for a select few brothers. I think I have that for like GMS South Carolina 08. He's one of the guys I'd be watching a lot. All right, and I believe I have it for all the apostles as well. All right, so they're the ones that come up, like when you go on notifications. These are the ones you'll see, the most. Okay, they're the ones that you'll see the most. So so keep that in mind if you have, brothers that you watch especially a lot. Okay, and make sure you hit all. Personalized as well is going to give you their feeds as well. None is you aren't going to hear anything from them. So make sure nothing like that's set, because Esau in the background will do some shit like that. So yeah, again, the page that you're looking for, if you want to go and keep subscribed to him, is GMS North Carolina 777. Right here, this page right here is the one he's going to be posting from. Yeah, see, he used to have several, I believe, down here, but I guess he only has one backup now, which is GMS Days of Noah North Carolina. So that's a quick little update. I wanted to give that that elder brother a shout out. Anytime a brother loses a channel like that, try to make it. I know I don't have that big of a community, but hey, I have 57 subscribers, and that's 57. Well, one of those subscribers is me, so I have 56 subscribers. And if even a couple of those see, or 56 of them see, then hey, that did my part. That he's got all those more subscribers now, that were wondering where he went. All right, because don't want the sheep lost. And here it is. You just had someone on the Grove the other day that you took a liking to. All of a sudden he's gone. Oh, where'd he go? Well, Esau did a targeted attack like he tends to do. I've seen it time and time again. They've done it with the apostles, the elders, the brothers, so on and so forth. All right, and I'm not gonna open my mouth and say anything. Knock on wood, right? So hey man, because losing a channel like that is devastating, especially if you don't have those videos backed up. Now I got mine on a hard drive, but I've been in the process of, not in the process, but been in the back of my mind. I got one in my cart on Amazon, or one of my saved lists. I want to get an external, like 1 or 2 terabyte backup drive, and just, have them all on there, because you just never know if your computer shits out or something. There's a surge. A lot of the time, USB devices might be protected, but internal stuff linked through like SATA connections might not, or I think it's through SATA. But yeah, so who knows? But that's our quick little update. So going back onto the topic, we have the Judgement Report, all right, for today, which is again July 3rd. All right, it's the day before 4th of July. All right, so we'll probably do a lesson about the 4th of July tomorrow. I go back to work tomorrow, so it's my day off, but I go back to work tomorrow, so we'll have to see, because a lot of that stuff we might have to do the official. We might have to do a 1 minute here. Bear with me. All right, lucky for that. We had someone coming in the house that was unexpected. So Slakia. Continuing on now. I forgot where. Let me get all this shit off that I was looking at. Slakia. Had to wait, so I was looking at Xbox 360 shit. So Slakia. So back on track. I don't remember where we were leaving off, but we're basically just gonna start from the top. I had to wait like about an hour, but continuing on with it, right? So again, Judgement Report coming at you July 3rd, 2024. So we're just gonna start up. I know we mentioned, the Elder Brothers, pages being removed. So again, go and subscribe to those. And again, we're just gonna start up. So Slacky, if there's something I missed out on or forgot, Slacky for that. So this is from BBC. All right, this is from BBC, and it is titled "More than 120 Killed and crush at India religious event. And hey, man, when you go in those big crowds, you know, we've seen it before. I don't know if it was, was it India when it was India, or was it somewhere in China where they had that Halloween crush? Let me see, like 2023 or Seoul. So it was Korea. All right, it was Korea. All right, you see it. This was 2022. Okay, and they had the Seoul or Seoul, or however you pronounce that. Seoul. I think it's pronounced Seoul. I don't know. Halloween crowd crush. All right, that happened on, you know, Halloween, or technically, you know, the 29th of October 2022. So, you know, it says 159 people were killed, 196 were injured. You can see it. So, hey, man, you go in those big crowds, people start moving around, you can get crushed. You can get crushed to death, man. And that's a terrible way to go. So it says, I guess we'll play the video. Let's go ahead and watch it. If it'll load. Alright, let's go ahead and full screen this. So, Slocky, I'm gonna go ahead and read it for those that may not, you know, be watching on the, be listening to it instead of watching it. So let's go ahead and we'll read it. So it says, warning, this video contains distressing images. So it says, dozens of people have been killed in a crush at a religious gathering in India. It says the incident took place in Hathras district in Uttar Pradesh state. Where are the authorities? No official is present here. The death toll is likely to increase. There you go. So you see it. It says the incident took place at a satsang, a Hindu religious event. There you go, worshiping those false gods, those idols. It says in Hathras district in Uttar Pradesh state. The victims, including a large number of women and some children, are still being identified. Survivors have described how the disaster unfolded as they tried to leave the event in Pulrai village. It is not yet clear what led to the crush. Witnesses said the exit was too narrow, and when people were leaving, a fierce dust storm led to confusion and panic, causing many people to become trampled. Well, we know those Elamites are dumb as shit, so who knows? What is going on? Run, everybody, run! And then just everybody getting crushed. It's just, they're dumb. They're not smart people. It says an eyewitness who asked to remain anonymous told BBC everything was going fine until all of a sudden I heard screams, and before I knew it, people were falling on each other. Just stop then. Just stop moving. Just stop moving. That's literally how you stop that from happening. Just stop fucking moving. Everybody just stop moving. That's it. That's all you have to do. It's stupid, man. It's stupid. And these crushes always happen in fucking, you know, fucking slant eye territory, man. Fucking in the Asias, because they're dumb as shit. They're stupid as hell, man. Stupid. It says, many more crushed and I couldn't do much. I am lucky to have survived. Fucking dummy. It says, when the sermon finished, everyone started running out. A woman named only as Sakuntala told the press trust of India's Indian news agency. And India has one of the lowest IQs, man. They have one of the lowest IQs, and they say, oh, no, it's only because we're brown. It's only because we're brown. No, you're dumb. It's not because you're brown, all right? It's great that you're brown. You're just dumb. That's a problem with the brain, not the skin, all right? That's a brain problem. You're just stupid. You're dumb, all right? And they have a very low IQ there. It says, people fell in the drain by the road. They started falling on top of the other and got crushed to death. Umesh Kumar Tripathi, chief medical officer of the neighboring district of Etah, told reporters the stampede had left at least 3 children dead. So like it says, a spokesperson for a senior police officer in Uttar Pradesh told the BBC it would take hours to release the final tally. Distressing images from the site are being circulated online. Some videos showed the injured being taken to hospitals in pickup trucks, tuk-tuks, and even motorbikes, because they have no infrastructure over there at all. Nothing. It says a clip seen by the BBC showed several bodies left at the entrance of a local hospital as relatives screamed for help. It says such a huge accident has happened, but not a single senior officer is present here. A relative in another video said, "Where is the administration?" Mr. Kumar, where's Harold, right? Harold and Kumar. Mr. Kumar said the venue had been overcrowded, adding that a high-level committee had been formed to investigate the incident, and yada, yada, yada. So you see it. Let me see. Bear with me a minute. Let me see. So, yeah, you see it, man. So, you know, it says in 2018, around 60 people were killed after a train rammed into a crowd watching celebrations for Dussehra, a Hindu festival. All right? Bear with me. But, yeah, man, you see it. Hey, man, so going back, we got, bear with me. Okay. Gotcha. So, thank you for that. We're going to get Isaiah 45 and 20, which we already have. Bear with me. So, Isaiah 45 and 20 reads, because these are heathens, man. The Lord's not dealing with no heathen. All right, especially no heathen. He's not dealing with heathens at all, especially no heathen that's going and doing some satsang. What even is this? Let's go and look this up real quick. Satsang. All right. What even is it? All right. It says satsang is an audience with a sat guru for the purpose of spiritual or yogic instruction. All right, and yoga is an extremely wicked thing, man. You know, that's all goes back to idol worship. Okay, all you know, getting in those witchcraft poses, downward dog, all that shit. It all goes back to, you know, summoning shit and worshiping shit. Right? So you shouldn't be doing it as a Jake. No yoga. No yoga. Don't do it. All right? It's a religious practice. If you look up yoga, all right, yoga is what? Boom! Part of a series on Hinduism. There you go. It says yoga, or a yoke, pronounced yogi, all right, is a group of physical, mental, and spiritual practices and disciplines which originated in ancient India to control yoke and still the mind, recognizing a detached witness consciousness. It's all about that chakra and all that shit. You shouldn't be doing it, man. Should not be doing it. Should not be doing it. Here, look. This is a statue of Shiva performing yoga in the lotus position. Right? Why? Because it's a Hindu thing. All right? Learn not the way of the heathen. Right? Let's go and get that. This is Jeremiah 10 and 2. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." So you should not, and this is directed to you, Israel, as it says in verse 1, "Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." And the heathens are any of those people who are not Israelites. We have our Israelite customs, and then anything outside of that are heathen customs. Things that have been learned from heathens. Idol worship, right? Homosexuality, feminism, bestiality, smoking things, right? That you shouldn't be smoking anything at all, right? What else? What else is another heathen? With these weird bugged out holidays, yoga, right? All these different things. You're not supposed to learn the way of the heathen. You're not supposed to be doing those things. We had things we were doing in Israel, and then we had things that we learned from other nations, all right? Smoking was one of those. Christmas was one of those. Birthdays was one of those. Valentine's Day was one of those. Thanksgiving was one of those. Halloween was one of those. All those holidays are one of those, right? All those different customs, homosexuality, transgenderism, all that shit is heathen customs. It's all heathen customs. It wasn't originally prevalent in Israel because it's not an Israelite custom. Those are heathen customs. And that's why you're supposed to stay the hell away from those people, not learn what they do, don't listen what they say, right? Watch them from a distance, see how they move, see how they walk. Don't mimic it, but just know the Lord's going to pay these people back, man. And if you don't like that, hey, you don't like it. Sorry, not sorry. All right, that's not part of our culture. Okay, all that shit, you know, is gun toting and killing. That's not part of our culture. We killed in righteousness, all right, through people that were doing wickedness, but we didn't just go around popping people because they said, oh, well, I like the way your hair looks. Fuck you, motherfucker, blam, blam. Then that was never what we would do. All right, we were a righteous people originally, but then we turned into, you know, companions of thieves and murderers, as the scripture says, right? So that's all due to being around those heathens, man. It's all due to being around those heathens. All right, so that's why you're in a fucked up state now, Jake, because you've learned all the heathen practices. There's another thing, eating unclean animals, right? Pork. We never ate pork. Heathen nations did that, right? Eating shrimps and crawdads. We would have never ate that fucking peasant ass shit. We would have never eaten something like that. But our people eat it now. Why? Because they think it's a delicacy. Only an absolute peasant could think something as dirty as a bottom feeder from the ocean that's filled with shit, piss, and the cum of the ocean, all right, for all the sperm whales, sperm, and the trash that's been dumped in there, and the piss and the shit and the chemicals that Esau drank. That's what those filter feeders do. They filter in. Well, first of all, filter feeders are a different thing. No, but bottom feeders, they eat scum and dirt and gross shit, man. And they filter. That's what they are. That's essentially, if you took, you know, your vehicle filter, your fuel filter, or any of these other filters, all right, and you just started licking it, right? Just yum yum. Well, I wouldn't do that. That's nasty. Why? Because it got all that shit from the outside in it, right? And all the shit that's been pumped through your engine, all that stuff. You wouldn't want to do it. So, but you're okay with everything that's been dumped in the ocean, and the garbage and the trash and the piss and the shit. You're okay with eating something that's absorbed all those things. And you know, pigs do the same thing. They absorb their environment through their skin. So that gets involved into their skin, incorporated into their skin. And I hate to break it to you, but 99% of the pigs that you're getting, especially here in America, are garbage fed. So all the used condoms and all the used diapers and the tampons, right? All those different things and the snot rags and the toilet paper that people use to wipe their ass. Guess what? That's all what you're eating. It's all what you're eating, Jake, because it gets absorbed through the pig's skin. All right? And hey, man, they say you are what you eat. So you're a nasty ass pig looking motherfucker, man, full of shit, piss, and disgustingness. All right? I hate to be vulgar, but hey, that's what you want to eat that? Hey, that's not originally part of our custom. That's all learned from the heathens. And the Lord does not deal with the heathens, man. He doesn't deal with the heathens. These heathen, they're calling on, Humba Hakahiki, all these stupid, different, dumbass, false gods that they worship with dumbass names. Buddha, Shiva, all right? All these stupid ass, you know, Ganesh and all these dumbass fucking, they don't exist. Oh, you better be careful. They're going to get you. Yeah, SpongeBob's going to come and get me. Ooh. Yeah, I'll fear you, how about Meow Shy. You can go ahead and fear Shiva. I'm not going to fear nothing that don't exist. Okay? I'll fear you, how about Meow Shy. I'm not going to fear SpongeBob. What's SpongeBob going to do? Come with Doodle Bob and erase my ass? No, he ain't going to do shit. You want to know why SpongeBob ain't going to do shit? Because he doesn't exist. You want to know why Shiva ain't going to do shit? Because he doesn't exist. You want to know why Buddha ain't going to do shit? Because he doesn't fucking exist. That's why, man. Oh, you better be worried. You better be worried, man, because Yahweh Meow Shai is going to fuck your ass up, man. And he already did. Look, 120 of you red dot motherfuckers taken out. All right? How did your satsang go? How did your spiritual enlightenment go? Not very well, because now you're dead, right? Isaiah 45 and 20. And the Lord hates your ass, man. Assemble yourselves, and come, draw near together, ye that are escaped of the nations, the heathen nations. They have no knowledge, that set up the wood of their graven image and pray unto a God that cannot save. You pray to a God that cannot save. Shiva can't do shit. Can't do shit. Can't even so much as put a single fucking grape or olive on your plate, man. Because they don't exist. It's the same thing if I was praying to SpongeBob. SpongeBob ain't gonna answer my prayers. SpongeBob ain't gonna feed me. SpongeBob ain't gonna deliver me. SpongeBob ain't gonna clothe me and save me from my enemies. But Yahweh Meow Shai will, right? So we're gonna keep on praying to Yahweh Meow Shai, Lord willing, that we keep on continuing this truth. You go right ahead and pray to SpongeBob and Shiva and all those other dumb motherfuckers that don't exist. Because you pray to a God that cannot save. As it says, once again, they have no knowledge. These heathens have no knowledge. Nothing. They don't know shit. They don't know nothing, man. They don't even know basic order, okay? Let alone anything spiritual, okay? That have set up wood of their graven image. And you look up these Hindu temples, You look at these Hindu temples and you see what they got standing all around. They got these idols, man. There's a couple of them. You see ones like this, Hindu temple statues. They got quite a different few of them, all right? They got, look, all these are idols, man. They're all idols. They're all idols. Those idols got some, you know, big fat titties and thick asses, but what's that gonna do? She ain't standing here right in front of you. She don't exist, man. She don't exist. So there you go. And you see all these different idols that they have, you know, and Hinduism's got to have just about the most gods out of all religion, I think. How many gods in Hinduism? There are so there a bunch. So yoga is, I guess, you have a personal god. Vedas, there are 33 major deities, and then Puranas, hundreds of deities. So they are there. It says, I guess there's only 33, but those are like the most important, but I guess there's other hundreds. There are 33 major deities, 33 different gods. What religion has the most gods? Let's see. What religion has the most gods? Hinduism. Yeah. It was either them or like one of the Egyptians or Greeks, because they got a bunch, but Hinduism has the most gods, right? This is the god of the food. This is the god of sleeping. This is the god of fighting and for war. This is the god for, you know, when your girlfriend gets really mad at you and you have to apologize. This is the god for when your car breaks down and you have to pray for your car to be broke. This is the one for when you're late to work and you have to pray. This is the one you pray to. His name is Hookah Hookah Hookah, and you got to pray to him and say, "Oh dear Hookah Hookah Hookah, you know, my car has broken down. Please." Stupid, man. 33. Here, ugh, jeez. It's fucking dumb. They have no knowledge. Isaiah 45:20. Assemble yourselves and come. Draw near together, ye that are escaped of the nations. They have no knowledge that set up the wood of their graven image and pray unto a God that cannot save. In this case, gods. Multiple. Not a single one of those 33 gods can do a single bit of anything. They can't do nothing. You know? Bear with me. All right, we're back. That should be the last interruption for the day, Lord willing. So, that was annoying. Continuing on. So, we were just about to get Jeremiah 10:25, if I remember correctly. If not, we're going to do it anyway. So let's go and get it. This is Jeremiah 10:25, all right? Because the Lord ain't dealing with no heathen, man. All right? The Lord is not dealing with any heathens at all, right? Doesn't matter who they are. None of them. Especially not Esau, but none of them. Jeremiah 10:25. It says, and this is a prayer, if you would, from Jeremiah, all right, the prophet. Jeremiah 10:25, it says, pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not, and upon the families that call not on thy name. For they have eaten up Jacob and devoured him and consumed him and have made his habitation desolate. And, you know, that's one of the reasons the Lord's infuriated, all right, with these heathens. Because just like Jeremiah was saying, they have eaten up Jacob, all right? And Jacob, you know, is the forefather, all right? The father of, you know, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are, you know, what makes up, you know, the Israelites. And, of course, Israel came through the seed line, down to that seed line through Jacob, all right? Whose name was later changed to Israel after he wrestled that angel, right? So these heathens have done terrible, horrible, awful things, all right, under the children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So they're not going to be able to escape, all right? It's the same thing with the Edomites. They did the worst of all the heathen nations, but all the heathens had their little part, all right? Ammon sure had their part. Moab is has been tied in with Esau forever, all right? The so-called Chinese, all right? They're tied in right there, all right? They're tied in real, and the Arabs, all right? The Ishmaelites, they're tied in real tight, and of course, Amalekites, which is a derivative of Esau, all right, the small hatters, right, 1948ers. But hey, man, the Lord's not dealing with those people, okay? You go to some religious event, regardless if you're a Jake or not, guess what? If you're a heathen, he's going to destroy you because you're a heathen and you're worshiping those gods that cannot save. If you're a Jake, he's going to destroy you because you're over there worshiping a false god, which he commanded you not to do, all right? You can get it, okay? So, and we've seen this happen before at these different religious events, man. People getting killed up. Just recently, with the they had a whole bunch of people die of heat stroke, Muslim, whatever that thing was called. It was Saudi Arabia on it was like a pilgrimage. What was it called? Mecca. They were on a pilgrimage to Mecca. It killed 1,301 Muslims. Lord's taking those motherfuckers out. Bam. All right. You want to be you want to worship false god? You want to be a Muslim? All right. Lord's gonna take you out, and that doesn't mean that's not even based off your religion, your nationality. That's just off of religion, man. Because you had Jake over there that went over and died too, man. You had Jake that went over there and died as well, right? So, hey, you want to go over there, Jake? You want to do all that? Hey, you can get it. All right, Lord's not going to spare you. So, look at that, man. So, let's go and get this one. Again with the heathens, man. And we're going to, just a little bit of this one, not too much of this one, because it pretty much titles what happened. At least 30 dead, more than 100 injured after multiple deletion bombings in Nigeria. All right, the first attack was carried out by a woman, a local official said. Let's go ahead and play this video.
This hurricane serious.
Go and see it.
Jamaica must take this hurricane.
Wow, this is the hurricane. Yeah, you got a hurricane on the brew too. Psh. There you go. So it says at least 30 people are dead and more than 100 were left injured after a multiple self-deletion bombing were carried out at various locations in Nigeria over the weekend. Sources say Sunday, and Nigeria is in West Africa, so that's a lot of Jake over there. It says the first attack on Saturday was carried out by a woman, Al-Haji Mohammed Shehu Timta, the Emir of Gwoza, told journalists. And that sounds like a Muslim name. So there you go. It says the first self-deletion attack was masterminded by an unidentified woman who sneaked with 2 children into a wedding reception of a popular man in Gwoza. She detonated her improvised explosive device, killing herself and many people. It says a few minutes later, another bomber snuck into a burial ceremony nearby and detonated improvised explosive devices as well. And as I am talking to you now, the third explosion just occurred a few minutes ago with more casualties. So you see it, man. Taking necessary measures to ensure the safety of citizens. He also vowed to bring those responsible to justice. I think they're already dead. So, think you're fine on that one, buddy. But you see it, man. Hey, man, these heathens, man. And you know, West Africa has a lot of Jakes, but not all those people were Jakes. Not every single one of them. Just a lot of them were, but not all of them. And with that name, Muhammad, I don't know if she converted to Islam or what, or if she was just an Ishmaelite to begin with. But hey, man. It's rough out here, man. It's rough. You see it, man. The Lord's tearing this place up. So this one is from Tampa Bay Times, and this one is Tampa, Florida. Tampa, Florida, right? Tampa woman arrested after police say she killed her 4-year-old son. Area. You gotta be shitting me. Her name's Araya, Araya. Araya. I don't know. These Jake names are stupid sometimes, man. Araya, maybe. Araya, Area, one of them. Hudson, 36, is accused of abusing the boy and trying to cover it up. Court records state. Look at that shit. She's looking a damn mess. It says, Tampa police have arrested a woman who they say murdered her 4-year-old son. Araya Hudson, 36, was arrested just before 7:30 p.m. Monday on a charge of first-degree murder while engaged in aggravated child abuse, the police department said in a news release. At 4:37 a.m. Saturday, Hudson called 911 from a home on the 8400 block, North 15th Street, and said her son Joseph was not moving. She performed CPR until police arrived, court records state. Slovakia. Hudson told police that Joseph started choking and gasping after eating potato chips and drinking water. That's not even a good lie. She said Joseph had mucus and water coming out of his nose and mouth, according to court documents. Joseph was unresponsive when police arrived minutes later. They continued CPR until Tampa Fire Rescue took him to St. Joseph's Hospital, where he was pronounced dead at 5:51 a.m. The autopsy found Joseph's cause of death to be blunt force trauma to the head and torso, according to court documents. See, you can't fake that shit. You can't. Says in an interview at the scene, Hudson told detectives that Joseph had a fungal infection on the top of his head for over a year. She also said that his head was swollen after he fell off of a swing after the park a few days before. Fuck him. She said Joseph had stopped eating, was moving slowly, and was wheezing during that time, court documents say. An investigator with the medical examiner's office found that Joseph had multiple other injuries, including bruises, scrapes on his torso, swelling to his brain, tear on his liver, bruising in his intestines, internal bleeding, dark coloration around his eyes, and injuries to his buttocks and scrotum. He was beating the shit out of this kid, man. Beating the shit out of him. He said Joseph was almost unconscious both days after getting kicked and hit, court records state. He also told detectives that he watched his mother hit Joseph with a shoe in the scrotum, mouth, buttocks, and hands. That's wicked as hell, man. That's wicked. So you see it. So we have Deuteronomy 28 and 56 here, right? It says, the tender and delicate woman among you, all right, because women once were tender and delicate, now they're brutish, right? Especially the Jake woman, it says, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Her eye shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. Bam. Hey, man. Let's get the other one. We got only, one more after this. Then we're going to close out. I was almost done before we were rudely interrupted. It's a shorter judgment report, about, 40 minutes. It says, Lamentations 4 and 3. Even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people, Israelites, right, has become cruel like the ostriches in the wilderness, comparing you to a wild beast. Damn, man. Finally, this one from Action News 5. Woman killed by dogs while walking in neighborhood. That's wild.
Family mourning tonight after a loved one was viciously attacked and then killed by two dogs. This attack happened in Bolivar.
Bet they're pit bulls.
Monday morning, Action News 5's Tavarius Haywood spoke to the family about this tragedy, a story you'll see only on 5.
Well, folks who live near this intersection in Bolivar are troubled after a 61-year-old woman was brutally attacked and killed by two dogs. Now, I spoke to family members who say this was not supposed to happen.
My sister Holly didn't even weigh 90-something pounds. She didn't have no fight for those two dogs. She didn't. They said she fought till she couldn't fight no more.
61-year-old Teresa Rhodes, a Whiteville, Tennessee native, was attacked and killed by...
Looking at her is all you need to know. Look at that lip. You know how she used to roll. You know how she used to roll. And you know how she probably was. I ain't no but talking to me, bitch. I don't know what you talking about, huh? Just one of those old hood rats, man. You look at her. You can see. You can see it. Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Two dogs in Bolivar, Tennessee.
Pit bulls.
Yes.
You've seen that dog?
I've seen that dog.
Bolivar police say Rhodes was found bloody near Sycamore and Mitchell Streets after the attack around 1:30 Monday morning.
My sister was a mother. She was a grandmother.
She was wicked.
She was a friend. She was a real loving person.
People who live near the area where the attack happened say they are heartbroken.
Couldn't happen here, not down the street from us. That someone would be killed like that? I never dreamed of it. Never.
Family members say police told them that Rhodes was walking down this street when Rhodes saw the dogs. Rhodes' sister, Shirley Calloway, says police said she tried fighting off the dogs with an object.
They told us that when they got to the scene, that one of the dogs was still sitting there by her body, and that when they went to try to assist her, he went at them. So they shot it. They shot the dog.
Police say Rhodes was taken to the hospital where she later died. Calloway says she will miss her sister, but this should have never happened.
This could happen to anybody. It was unexpected to us, but you just got to be ready for anything.
Bolivar police tell me the dogs were captured and one of them has been put down. The other is with animal control. Folks who live in the area were relieved when I told them the dogs were captured. Calloway says she wishes her sister was here.
She worked in that area all the time. Yeah, she did. People in that area knew her.
It's unclear if that second dog will be put down. We have the GoFundMe account for the family on actionnews5.com. In Bolivar, Tavarius Haywood, Action News 5.
There you go. She walked that place all the time. And then all of a sudden, only on this occasion, did they get her. There you go. Targeted attack by the Lord. What type of dogs were they? Let's see.
A dangerous warning people who area to be on the lookout for blue-gray pit bull.
Yup, there you go. A blue-gray pit bull. Who would have fucking guessed? Another pit bull. Stay away from those motherfuckers, man. Those things are angels of death. You know, not angels of death, Slakia, but you know, they're those things. Stay the hell away from them, man. Those pit bulls. It's always a pit bull. I already knew it was a pit bull before. As soon as I saw it, I said I knew that's a pit bull. And they just weren't saying it. I had to look and look and look and look and look, and lo and behold, pit bull. Stay away from them. Ecclesiasticus 39 and 26 through 30. And we're going to go ahead and close out. Verse 26. The principal things for the whole use of a man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil, and clothing. All these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil. Those things can do terrible things for you. You can drown, all right, you can burn to death. Iron, you can make a sword out of iron, you can die, all right. Salt, who knows what you can do with salt? Rub it in the wounds, take that. Flour of wheat, you can choke on bread or something. Honey, milk, who knows what you can do with these different things, man. It says 28, there be spirits that are created for vengeance. That woman that killed that baby, all right, which in their fury lay on sore strokes, and the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Lord tearing your ass up. Verse 30 for the one we just read, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, the modern day sword's the gun, punishing the wicked to destruction. All these people were wicked, right? Every single one of them. Every single one of them. Job 4 and 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. That wasn't no dying of old age. That wasn't passing away in your sleep. That was getting torn apart by animals. That was getting crushed to death. And that was getting killed by your own mother. That is judgment. Those are wicked ways to die, man. Terrible ways to die. And it's only by the Lord's judgment that you get taken out that way, man. And hey, it's time to repent, man. Jake, hey, it's time to wake up. Time to high time to awake out of sleep, because our salvation is nearer than we believed. Right? Roughly paraphrasing. It's time to get out of this mindset of the world and start being spiritual, man, or else you're gonna end up in one of these judgment reports, one of these daily news and topics. In the news, you're gonna end up in one of those, man, or you know, any of these various news and topics, you know, in the news, and one of Elder Manata Zatba videos, and he's gonna fry your ass alive, man. You're gonna be an egg in a pan with him, frying your ass up. You're not gonna like it. Well, you'll be dead, but your family ain't gonna like it. All right, and you ain't gonna like to hear it. So hey, man, it's awake. It's high time to wake out of sleep. Let's go get that. Romans 13:11. It says, and that knowing the time, what time are we in? The end of the world. Look around, man. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. There you go. It's close, man. It's right around the corner. All right. Hey, that's the Judgment Report. Slack for all the interruptions. Pissed me off. Hopefully it didn't piss you off too much. Should be all together for you. Lord willing, there's audio and everything. It's still there. All right. But hey, man, you know, call all Yahweh Meow Shy for letting me get back in the spirit so quick. Usually it kind of throws it off, but I was able to get back in there. Barak the Yahweh Meow Shy for that. All praise to Yahweh Meow Shy for that. Right, so that we're gonna go ahead and close out. Lord willing, the lesson was edifying, regardless of the interruptions. Salakia for that. With that, we're gonna go ahead and close out. Once again, all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles out there of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well, all right, and doing this work diligently, all right, and teaching us this truth, all right, and rule well. I want to say shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith, keep running that race. We're almost out of here. For you new brothers and sisters, wake up, repent, put off that old man, put on the new. You don't want no part of this judgment that's coming to these people, man. You don't want none of it. Till next one, Lord willing, shalom.